Okay, ladies and gents, here we go with number 5. Let me get this bigger. Here's another nice wordy one. All right, let's tear it apart. Carolina is making punch for a party. She's making drinks. She made 6 bowls of punch. This isn't a unit. It's just telling me she's got these bowls of punch. Each bowl holds 2.5 gallons of punch. 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. So that's our conversion, right? 1 gallon, 4 quarts. And we know that because when we do our gallon, there's 4 quarts inside 1 gallon. Okay? She thinks each person will drink about 1 quart of punch. So 1 quart each person. Here's that each. How many people will the 6 bowls of punch serve? Okay, so we have to figure out how many gallons of punch she has all together before we can convert it to quarts. So we know that she has 6 bowls. All right, coming over here. Let me flip this around. There we go. So we know she has 6 bowls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my fancy bowls. We know each bowl has 2.5 gallons inside of it. There's my 2.5 gallons. So before we can convert the total amount, we have to figure out how much she has all together. So let's put these two together first. Looks like a smiley face. 2.5 and 2.5. Well, 2 and 2 is 4, and a half makes 1, so that 4 plus 1 is going to be 5 gallons. These two will make 5. These two will make 5. So all together, she's got 15 gallons. Now, if you wanted to do this without the picture, I know 6 bowls times 2.5 gallons in each bowl. I can do this also. We're going to make this an improper fraction by putting it over 1 and then make this improper. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 halves. 6 times 5 is 30. 1 times 2 is 2. What's 30 divided by 2? 15 gallons. So you could do this either way and you'll still get she has 15 gallons, whether I'm drawing the picture with the bowls or I'm using a multiplication problem. Now let's see what my question asks. I know each person is going to drink a quart of punch. So how many people can I serve? Before we figure out how much she can serve, we've got to transfer it into quarts. So let's head on back over here. We've got to take our 15 gallons and change it into how many quarts that is. Well, the gallon is much larger than a quart, so that's our horse and that's our fly. And we know there's 4 quarts in every gallon. So we're going to go horse to fly, multiply 15 gallons times 4, because there are 4 quarts in every one of those gallons. So altogether, I'll do my multiplication on the side here. There are 60 quarts in those 15 gallons. Okay? So she has 60 quarts of punch. Well, let's take a look at our answers. Look what's there, 60 quarts. So they're assuming that you're just going to do your conversion and then stop. But if I read my question, it says, how many people will the 6 bowls of punch serve? Well, is it 60? Because everybody drinks 1 quart of punch. Well, since there are 60 quarts in 15 gallons, she can serve 60 people. Not these. This would be if everybody drank 2 quarts. This would be if everybody drank 6 quarts. This would be if everybody did 1.5 quarts. Oh, sorry there, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get rid of this. How do I get rid of this? Sorry. Trying to figure out how to get rid of that. There we go. Little side note. Okay, so 60 quarts since everybody's got 1 quart. All right, last one of our multiple choice questions. The kindergarten teachers bought fruit-flavored juice boxes for the end of the year party. Each individual juice box contains 225 milliliters of juice. Those are tiny, tiny pieces, milliliters, very small. Each package has 8 boxes. There's 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. We knew that because of King Henry, and we know milli means 1,000. If the kindergarten teachers bought 5 boxes, how many liters of juice did they buy? They're buying 5 packages, and we're going to transfer them to liters. So we went from milliliters, and we're going to go to liters. So we got to change these milliliters into liters. Okay? So we know each box has 225 milliliters and each package contains 8 boxes. All right, so we have to figure out how many milliliters are in each one of those packages. So 225 milliliters in each box and 8 boxes. So we're going to do, if I had my 8 boxes, and in each one of them 225 milliliters, I know figuring out how much is in each box, we have to do 225 milliliters times 8 boxes in that package. I'm going to do the math here. So there are 1,800 milliliters in one package because each one of these are a box. So this is one package. There's a lot of math in here. Okay. The kindergarten teacher is going to buy 5 packages. So if this was one package of 8 boxes, they're buying 5 packages. So we have to again multiply by 5 to see how much is in each one of those. So there are 9,000 milliliters in each one of the kindergarten's packs. Well, if that's the case and we have 900 milliliters, now we have to transfer it. How many liters did each teacher buy? Okay. So we're going to take 9,000 milliliters and transfer them to liters. We know milliliters are much smaller and there's 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. So we're going fly to horse, divide, of course. 9,000 milliliters divided by how many milliliters in a liter? 9,000 divided by 1,000 is 9. There are 9 liters in their juice boxes. 9 liters. And look again, they snuck in that 9,000 because it was 9,000 milliliters, not liters. So if you don't read carefully, you would choose that. But it's not. It's liters. We need, that would be milliliters for 9,000. When we did our math, we figured out she had 9,000 milliliters. So they tried to trick you and put 9,000 liters there, which is much greater than 9,000 milliliters. All right, pause it and then click on part 4.